It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Good job. Good job. Come on now.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Let's do this, man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads, everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Left side, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
Cousins to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Nice 1st down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
Allen now on 1st down. There's the former Viking, Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 3. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Play action now. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins now. Middle of the field to Jefferson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Throwing, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
We always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On first down, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Let's go now, let's go. They can't beat us straight up. Come on, it's time to play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And again, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's one play at a time, baby. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Let's go.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's right, dog. They can't.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills have moved out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Another nice move. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple...
He's got a man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this returnable for Rager. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Cousins now. Open man is stealing. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Allen going to keep it again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
And that flag accepted. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary from 8 yards out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills ready to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Second and 8 coming up. Singletary again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Playmaker, step up right now. Let's go, fellas. Whatever it takes. I'll get it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go do this thing. Let's play. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. He's got a man, complete. It's down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Allen again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bass on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And now out come the Bills. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.